We have breaking news for you. A helicopter carrying Iran's President Ebrahim Raisi has been involved in an accident in the north of the country. A rescue operation is underway after the helicopter reportedly crashed due to bad weather. Early reports, which claim the helicopter has been found, have since been denied. Alistair Bunkle has the details.
No, I mean, a very confusing picture. A lot of contradictory information coming out, particularly in the last hour when state TV, which cannot be very reliable given that it is so tightly controlled by the Iranian authorities, well, they reported that the helicopter had been found. And then quite shortly afterwards, contradictory reports came in saying that wasn't the case. This was coming from some of the rescue operation saying that wasn't the case. What might have happened, is my understanding, is they might have located the rough area where they think that the helicopter came down and now need to proceed with a more precise search and combing of that area. Now, if that turns out to be the case, it's going to be very difficult to do. This picture's been running for many hours here, and you don't see much, except it does tell you that the conditions are very foggy, wet. Just look at the road by those cars, and dark. And then if you factor in that the landscape is very hilly and mountainous, big ravines, it is going to be very difficult indeed to find this helicopter and anybody on board. There has been reports as well that contact has been made on a number of occasions with one of the crew members and one of the passengers. Again, no more details come out beyond that. It would sound positive, but we don't know how that contact was made. Was it made over mobile phone, radio, communications, in person, shouting? Were they able to shout at each other? We just don't know. So I think what we're seeing, or I expect to see, is a quite tightly controlled hold on the news as it develops, because the Iranian regime will be aware that this is a tricky moment for them. Dead or alive, the uncertainty over the fate of the president does leave the country in a bit of a perilous moment. So help is being offered to the Iranians from Russia, from Turkey, from Iraq, and from some of the other neighbouring countries of Iran. But basically, the sort of who you'd expect. Iran's key allies in Central Asia. The Turkish, I think, are offering a helicopter that will have night vision search capabilities on it. I'm not sure whether that's been dispatched just yet. The most significant, actually, element of help has come from the European Union, who they say Iran reached out to them and asked them for information from their Copernicus mapping system, which maps hostile and tricky terrain and will be used by the rescuers to help work out how they can get to certain places. So that's quite an interesting alliance there in this current situation. But most of the help has been offered by the countries that you expect, countries that Iran has close political links to.